All right, this is Coach.
I'm the kid, and Coach and I just recorded an hour's worth of content, but the audio was wrong. So we're starting over. Like and subscribe. So we're just going to get right into the highlights, and we'll react as we go.
For real, we appreciate y'all support. Like and subscribe. We really just had a good old time doing some nice content, some funny stuff, serious stuff, all that. And, you know, the game was too loud, so it was interfering. It didn't sound too loud to us anyway. Nice outlet by BOBI KLINTMAN there.
Bruh, is he running the offense? Every time there's a fast break, he's the one passing the oops.
If he didn't turn the ball over so much, he could. He could literally be, you know, a faster, I don't want to say Jokic, but I mean he could definitely run offense.
Tell him your nickname. They don't know now.
I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna release the nickname when I'm good and ready in this video. Don't rush it. Just tell them what you're seeing in the game, bro. Or your thoughts about whatever, because we saw this, so
Yeah,
let them know what's up.
I'm trying to react the same. Nice pass right there. Trying to react the same, even though I've already seen it. But basketball is basketball. If it's a good play, I'm gonna tell you about it. Such as BOBI KLINTMAN thinking he's Anthony Edwards and just pulling up from anywhere.
I don't know about Aaron Edwards, but you know, we're gonna talk about him some more later, but you think he should have been the 5th pick. That's what you said. Don't try to backtrack now. I know what you said.
Yeah, I said the picks of Ron Holland and BOBI KLINTMAN should have been reversed based on what I've seen in the Summer League.
I wouldn't go that far, but we definitely got, you know, a good pick. Didn't know that, you know, he would contribute right away like he has. I saw him just highlights in NBL, and I'm like, yeah, he's an athlete. You know, I can see the ball handling. I can see the speed, you know, and all that, but I'm like, he doesn't. On the clips, I didn't see his basketball IQ. In fact, I saw him as, like, that's a tough shot right there. I saw
Just
him
water.
as a guy that, you know, didn't have a great IQ. And that's just go to show you can't depend on highlights. But, you know, he has a seriously high basketball IQ. And I think he should start. Right now, I think he should start. I think they should send Chris Paul. I'm saying the wrong word. Tobias Harris back to, you know, wherever. You know, I do understand that why Tobias Harris is here. You know, he said it's because of his girl, his wife, whatever. Okay, that's respectable. I understand that. But, you know what I mean? Like, you need to let this guy play. I like Dennis Jenkins as well. Never knew anything about him. And to me, that's the sign of a good GM, right? The average basketball person can pick, you know, guys in the top that, you know, go to the top schools, the Dalton Connects and, you know, the Ron Hollands and stuff. That, you know, everybody looks at the same mocks and you can try to decide. What makes you a great GM is picking people that nobody has ever heard of. Good D right there. And they lose it. Nice pass.
He passed it from there?
He passed it from
I'm
there
like,
with
who
one
is
hand.
he passing to?
That's Tyler Kokek, who I never seen play before this game. Good passer. He can't do anything else, which is why he was drafted where he was drafted. But, you know, again, BOBI KLINTMAN is better than Tyler Kokek. So, and he was picked after. So that's what I'm talking about. When you're picking guys, you see good defensive play there. Let's get the ball out quick. He does his own one-handed pass. And then there's
good finish.
Ron Holland doing his thing. He hit the 3 before. So that's why he was able to, you know, get the drive. Your shot opens up your drive. You know, a lot of people think it's about athleticism and everything. If you got a shot, you're open, and you can dribble, you can get to the basket. That opens up everything. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would start him, and I would probably start Ron Holland too. Ron Holland can play. As we said before, he's more of a fast break guy. Kind of like Giannis was when after a couple years, like not really good in the half court, can't really do anything in the half court yet, but he'll take your lunch money and go down the court and dunk on you, and score that way. His shot is better than what people think. How much you say he was shooting in the summer league?
18%.
From three?
Yes.
I don't even believe that, because his shot looks really good. Not as good as Bobby's, but it looks good. Like there's nothing wrong with his shot. So I don't believe he'll be an 18 guy in the NBA. He won't be a 40 guy in his first year, but I believe he can get up to over 33, 34, which is really all you need to be. If you had 34%, then you can win games in the NBA, because at that point you're more than 50% from the field. And the best players in the NBA, with high usage rates, only shoot 50-something%. You look at Steph, he shoots 50%. LeBron, 51%. Only Jokic, is more efficient than those guys, with a high usage rate. So
Giannis is super efficient too. He's in the 60s.
I don't know that, but what's Giannis's usage? Giannis is not bringing the ball up, running the offense all the time consistently. He does it, but he's getting stuff off of dunks, off of pick and rolls, off of lobs, things like that. So his usage isn't nearly as high. I doubt. I could be wrong.
Steph Curry's probably got the lowest usage out of all of them, because it's Draymond bringing the ball up.
I would bet that Steph Curry's usage is higher than Giannis's. You're welcome to look it up while we on here. But bottom line, fans are always looking for people to shoot like 40% every time. All you got to do is shoot more than 33, 34. If you at 34, you can play. You know what I'm saying? Many people consider, watch this loud, my nickname for Bobby Klintman is Tall Chris Paul. Tall Chris Paul, that's what I call him, because he distributes the ball as a power forward better than most power forwards I ever seen in NBA history. So now just think about that. Like, obviously LeBron, whatever position you want to put him at, Chris Webber, Blake Griffin, at the power forward position, those are your best passers. And I would argue, I might be missing a couple guys. I'm trying to go back and not miss anybody. But the only guys that I would say is better passers than him is obviously LeBron, maybe C-Webb. I know Blake Griffin had a lot of assists, but I don't know if Blake Griffin's basketball IQ is higher, or passing IQ. I'll just put it like that. I don't know if Blake Griffin's is higher than Klintman. You could argue that point, but that's where he is. We're talking about some of the greats of all time. What you got?
Steph's usage rate this year was 31.3, and Giannis's was 32.8.
Okay, so pretty. That's pretty.
Year
similar.
before that, Giannis was at 38, and
That's
Steph was pretty much the same.
Yeah. So yeah, so you were right about that, but it's about the same. I'm actually surprised that Giannis's is that high. What's Jokic's? So you probably get a 40 number or more for Jokic, and that's why he has so many turnovers.
does usage rate mean?
Just give me the number.
29.3.
Nah. Okay, so now just throw all that out. Throw all of that out because ain't no way he has the ball in his hand most times. Jamal Murray is
well, he
not,
usually just hands it off. So maybe because it's only in his hands for
know.
What, a few seconds, that doesn't count.
Nah, he's bringing the ball up sometime and all of that, but I don't trust that number now. And you on the wrong side anyway. I don't trust that, Muse. Let's talk about, our Pistons. So, what did you observe from the Summer League so far? And, what are your thoughts about who should start and where and all that?
From what I've seen, the Pistons are going back to their true identity, which is defense. The last few picks, we've gotten guys that are stellar on the defensive end of the ball, whether it's our first-round draft picks or our second-round draft picks. We got Asar, who's one of the best defenders in the NBA already as a rookie. Then you got Ron Holland, who is a stud as well, and BOBI KLINTMAN can defend 1 through 4. So we're going back to how it used to be, how we won our championships in the first place. In terms of who I would start, it's kind of a dilemma because we still have Cade on our team. They're going to start him, but how do you fit Ron, Asar, Ivy, and Cade together? So for me, you would have to start Ivy, Asar, obviously, and I feel like Ron has to start too with BOBI. Center is up for debate. I don't know.
You didn't say Cade.
Was I supposed to?
No, you paid him $226 million.
I didn't pay him nothing.
Yes, you did. You're the Pistons GM. You paid him. So what you got to at least say what you're gonna do if you're gonna pay him. That's actually a good analogy because the Bionic Man, they had to put him together, put all kind of fake legs and stuff. He was in an accident. You don't know nothing about that, and they gave him a fake leg and arms and.
Yeah, well, he ended up being superhuman. He could punch through walls.
What you know? You ain't never seen that show.
I have. You showed it to us. I remember watching the episode where he was in some freezer area.
Oh my God.
In a bunker somewhere.
I cannot believe. Well, anyway, we ain't gonna go that far. We ain't gonna go that far. What are you gonna do with K? We talking about the starters. Let's stay on task. But you did not put Cade in your starting lineup. What you doing with him?
I am going to split minutes between Holland and Cade because I feel like you do that he is more suited to an off-ball role than being the point guard. So Ivy remains the main on-ball handler, and catch-and-shoot Cade becomes Cade's main role without conflicting with the flow of the offense. And did I say BOBI KLINTMAN should start at the 4?
Who's starting at the 3?
It's going to be between Asar and Holland.
You just said you were splitting time between Cade and Holland.
Yeah, I'm saying the 2 and 3 is going to be switching around between those 3
But somebody
players.
got to start.
Who's going to start will be Ivy, Asar, Holland, KLINTMAN. As far as
so you're bringing $226 million off the bench.
Yes.
You can't do that, bro. You got to get rid of him. You got to get rid of Cade if you're going to do that.
Yeah, but you're asking who I'm going to start, not what I'm doing in my GM profile.
But if it's your team, you can do whatever you want right now. You can do whatever you want. So it's not helping the team to have $226 million on the bench. Because what you're doing is you're hurting his value. You're hurting his trade value if you have a team of rookies and you have Cade Cunningham coming off the bench. So you have to, what you're essentially saying is you don't want to play him. You want to trade him. You don't bring him off the bench. So are you going to trade him or are he going to play?
He's going to play until I can find a deal for him.
Okay. And so that's 4. So who's your 5?
I don't know. Between Duran having knee problems and Isaiah Stewart punching people, I don't know
who has knee problems.
I'm just saying, it seems like Jalen Duran always got some problem.
Dude, you better tell me something.
I'm speculating. He moves like a granddad.
Yeah.
And he's what, 20?
Maybe. You know, he can play basketball though. He's a good basketball player. But I'm pretty much in agreement with you. Big shock. You know, for now I'm starting Ivy. I'm saying who I'm starting, but I'm not telling you where they playing yet. I'm starting Ivy. I'm starting Asar. I'm starting Holland. I'm starting BOBI KLINTMAN. And then I got to find another center because Jalen Duran doesn't fit what I want. So, you know, I don't know, you know, Omer Yurtseven, I don't know if he got signed. I like him. You know, he's not, you know, a championship center, but the boy can play. I don't know why we didn't pick him up. I don't, you know, why they paid my man so much money. What's his name?
Isaiah Hartenstein?
No, the guy we got from Philly.
Oh, Paul Reed.
Yeah, I don't understand why they paid him so much money. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I like Yurtseven, if that's how you say it, or Yurtseven, whatever. But, you know, we can find another guy because we got, and I know y'all out there like, man, y'all crazy. We understand the timing of the Pistons. The Pistons are not going to win a championship this year or next year, probably not the year after that. So it doesn't make sense to be a high cap team and all of that, you know what I'm saying, when you're not going to win. So, yeah, we're going to have a team of G-Leaguers and guys that want to play, guys that can play, and I still think we'll win more than 14 games. So, but the fact that you pay K means that you might as well trade Ivy because you're not going to be able to afford him and you're not going to be able to afford Duran. Right? That is the issue with that. So it's like you're being penalized for being a bad team because if you keep getting number 5 picks, when their time is up, they're automatically slated to make a bunch of money. So, you know, in 4 years, you're going to have to pay Ron money. You know, you're going to have to pay KLINTMAN money. You know what I'm saying? And so you're handicapped by that contract. This is what we were trying to say. This is not even counting the fact that, you know, you have some of the best talent coming out in the next 2 years. Right? So we're looking at two major screens in this game. There's one right there on Ryan Holland. I told you that this dude got blocked into the stands. I've never seen somebody block into the stands. Watch this block. Watch this. I'm saying block. Watch this screen. I mean, here it is. Boom. Dude, I've never seen a dude get screened into the stands, dude. So, yeah, I mean, like we were saying, watch this now. I always get it mixed up. He going to come off, Sasser going to come off this screen. Boom. Cade is his contract handicaps the team. You know, so, you know, and we haven't won with him. It's that simple. And he hasn't played 82. It's all those things. So you go with a bunch of young guys in G League, and these G Leaguers can play. Right? Miami has a team of G Leaguers playing for their summer league. They destroying, they U17 and everybody. With, you know, Alondes Williams, who I don't understand why the Pistons didn't pick him up. He was a G League All-Star last year, played in the All-Star game. That's where I first heard him. I'm like, who is this dude with bounce? He can play. He got good IQ. Like, those guys are free, right? And then there's dudes, in summer league that can hoop that won't get an opportunity. Man, all these guys are good, man. What's my man name that we don't like? The big center on our team. It's not Slauson, is it?
Smith. Something Smith.
Dude was first team SEC. First team SEC. Can he stand on the NBA court for amount of minutes and get some rebounds? Yes. Right? Like, is that going to help you win a championship? No, but we're not going to win a championship for several years, guys. Y'all got to understand that. So we just have a different take. I'm thinking about the Pistons 2-3 years from now. I'm thinking about getting the top talent coming up in the next few drafts. You have, the likes of Cameron Boozers, and AJ DeBanza and VJ Edgecombe, and a lot of people that the average Pistons fan don't even know who they are. You want those kind of guys on your team, right? Because if you can run out a team of, DeBanza, who is, I get, what are we calling him, a 3?
That's what he played for the team, although that team was pretty much positionless,
yes.
So I really don't know. He could play whatever.
Right. He could play whatever, which leads me to, I'm glad you said that, but DeBanza is special. He would be the best player on the team right now. Would you agree with that? Best player on the Pistons. If we had him, I'm talking about right now at whatever, at 17. Yes or no?
I think it would be between him and Ivy.
Ivy does not do, no way, dude.
Just at this age. He's 17.
Dude, I'm talking about him on the team right now. Ivy does not change the game defensively like he does. Ivy is not even the passer that DeBanza is. He certainly doesn't protect the basket. And you could argue that DeBanza is a better shooter. Hey, we have not seen this. We watching this with you. Is that him with the ball?
Yeah, number 3.
Stop. You got to think about more than just right now. The Pistons are not ready to win right now. We're not even ready to compete right now. The best thing that we could do, is getting the play in and get slobbered, by somebody, in the first round. You know what I'm saying? That would be best case scenario. That guy can play too right there, Stokes. This other team is staying with him, no? They go DeBanza with that defense, but Ivy does not affect the defensive end like DeBanza. DeBanza can pass, he can shoot, he can defend. He can rebound. He's a triple-double threat. He can run your offense, right? You want to play positionless basketball, DeBanza is that dude. And a team of, as you go right here, you want to talk about what makes a player special. It's not that just dudes can shoot. I can shoot. I'm a great shooter. But can you get your shot off against NBA talent, length, all that kind of thing? And so just look at the space that he creates just on that shot right there. He's 6'9", and he's leaning back. Most people not named Wembanyama's not going to block that shot. Let's go here. Oh, mistake.
Well, it ended up finding the right person anyway.
Right.
So.
I was tripping at this other team. I'm like, who's on this other team that they stand with him? Get a ball up, Stokes. Stokes is a ball hog. He's a ball hog, man. I don't know who that is. Okay, Stokes with a lucky shot there. Stokes he can play. He's all right. There's DeBanza. Okay. He can shoot, bro. This dude is 17 years old. He's not going to college until I think next year. So we're talking about draft. I don't know, 2 years. I'm not sure how that's working out. I don't know if he in next year's draft is he even bringing up the. He always does. I was just about to say he always shoots from there. He always does this move. Anytime he's at the top of the key, he does this little step back and he shoots from there every single time. Now I would tell him he's gonna have to switch that up. See what he do here. Almost lost it. Nice pass. Hey, these were not his most impressive highlights by any stretch of the imagination, but understand the kid is 17 years old. Right? So you know, and you got to be looking at him and other guys, you know, and seeing who you can put a team together. And so a team of DeBanza and Asar Thompson and Ron Holland, it would be probably the greatest top end of the defense team probably ever in NBA history. Because you got Asar at the top, you're going to have him at the top. You see he just blocked the shot there, right? With Holland. Defensively, they're going to be stupid. Then you throw in KLINTMAN, right? And then you could get another draft pick somewhere, right? That is the makings of a championship team, right? That team can play defense. Now you just need to figure out who's going to score. Is it Ivy? You know, you need a scorer, right? But, man, anybody would have trouble scoring against that team. So these are the kind of guys you got to get, and that's why you can't give people huge contracts that haven't, proved anything, right? Let's say we get Cooper Flag next year, and then you add DeBanza.
They're not going to let us do all of that.
Okay. You say that, but if you traded K right now, we'd have 5 first-round picks. And so you would have a team of, Holland, Bobby KLINTMAN, Asar Thompson, Cooper Flag, DeBanza. You think that team can win a championship?
If they can fit all that money into one team, then
Facts,
yes.
Facts. So, they're supposed to be making more money if you can believe that.
What are you talking about?
The deals are going to get bigger because
Jaylen Brown just got 5 years, 315.
The TV deals, I guess, man. So, I don't know what the cap is going to be higher than what it is right now. Right? But still, now is not the time to be giving a dude, an unproven dude, $50 million a year. So that's how we think. We may not get all those guys, right? But you being a bad team, you're gonna have a chance to get a couple of those guys. And if you have draft capital, which Sam Presti understands, now see, here's a scarier thought. OKC is already good. Now add DeBanza to OKC. Add Cooper Flag to OKC. Add Cameron Boozer to OKC. Any of those scenarios, and it's lights literally out, and they can get anybody they want because they got 27 draft picks, 27 first rounders. So really, we're already up against it because whoever Sam wants, if Sam wanted Jokic right now, he could get him. Am I lying or am I telling the truth? Tell the truth.
He might have to give up Shea to do it.
No, he don't have to give up. Well, I don't know about the salary cap, but all he has to do is give up draft picks. He can have Luka right now if he wanted to. That's the only one that he might not be able to get because they love his dirty draw, his non-defensive playing behind. Luka's about the only player that Sam Presti probably couldn't get, but he could get Giannis. He could get LeBron, right? Because all he has to do is give him 10, whatever the Lakers, we will never give him up. For 10 first-round draft picks, they would trade LeBron. For 10 or 11 first-round draft picks, they would probably trade Giannis. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we got to get. We got to get so much draft capital where you can go and get guys. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, they're just not doing that. So, but at least we're getting players. You know, these guys can play. We're not drafting dudes that can't hoop. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's just going to come down to the fit and everything, health, you know, the coach, the system, all that stuff. Fans don't think that stuff matters. It does. We are not a 14-win team right now. That was Monty Williams. And that's why we were the only Pistons channel. Go back and look. Who was telling y'all about Monty Williams first? Who? And this is something I've been doing for years. This is why we started the channel. Because I'm like, man, you know, we've been talking about the Pistons for years. I've been running, you know, I ran Pistons.com for a year. The year that we, you know, picked up Darko. Even back then, I was arguing with people, you know, because they were saying Darko was going to be great. And I'm like, look, dude, we need to get Dwayne Wade. No, nobody believed me. So, you know what I'm saying? We do this so we can have receipts so we can go back. And I'm not always right. We're not always right. But, you know, I'm right enough, you know. So, and I know how to build a team. But these guys are going to be exciting, I think. I like this dude right here, Jenkins. They're going to be exciting, and we're going to watch them, and, you know, we're going to win and lose. But, hey, let's develop young guys, man. Keep, you know, stop worrying about trying to win now. I don't care if we go 0-82. What's more important, going 0-82 or Bobby KLINTMAN becoming one of the best power forwards in the NBA that you can have for years to come that can help you win a championship?
Well, we can't keep going 0-82. It doesn't matter how much better he gets. So, I mean, you got to start winning at some point.
Well, I'm asking you a question. Just give me an answer, please.
For 1 year, if it means he gets that much better, I'll take 0-82.
It might take 3 years.
I really would not like to be part of the city that has two winless teams in sports, the Lions and the Pistons.
Dude, no NBA team could go 0-82, but I'm just saying, dude, like developing Ron Holland and Ivy and Asar. The ultimate thing is developing Asar, in my opinion. Because if Asar gets a jump shot, look out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that stuff is more important than when, obviously, we want to win some game. If we don't win but 25 games the next 3 years, I'm okay with that if these guys develop. But after that, year 4, year 5, year 6, you're competing for a championship. If you don't get, when you're always trying to win now, what happens is you give up on guys. We're probably about to give up on Ivy. I'm telling you, right, you're going to have to, because if Ivy, the worst thing that can happen to the Pistons right now is Ivy go off and have a great season. Why? Because he's going to command now $40 million a year. Because you paid K 50. So, and you don't have any, if you pay Ivy 40, you done paid K 50, we don't have no more money. Now, you definitely got to let Duran go. And in 4 years, you're not going to be able to pay Holland. Right? You're not going to be able, you're going to lose KLINTMAN eventually. You see what I'm saying? You got to start over. What makes OKC is Shea maybe got his money. I think he got his money. But Chet is still in his rookie contract. Right? And I don't know about Williams. Williams might have just got his money. Like, they still early enough. You got to have dudes in your rookie contract that's helping you at this point. We ain't got that. Last thoughts, bro.
Last thoughts. I think Trajan Langdon, in the short time he has been here, has been a very good GM. I would like to applaud him for what he's done.
Better than Troy Weaver?
I mean, he's making some interesting picks.
Better than Troy Weaver.
You can't compare a month to 4 years.
Okay, facts.
So we'll see in maybe a couple years. But right now, he's on track.
He's better than Stan Van Gundy. He's better. He's better. Is he better than Stan Van Gundy?
Is that a rhetorical question?
Man, he was terrible. Anyway, I'm Coach.
I'm the kid.
We out.